Why, hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I am your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield. And today, on a RiseToWar Legacy playlist, we're going to talk about the Armory. And we're also going to talk about gold levies. We're going to hit both of these ones up here real quick. Alright, so let's talk about both of these right now in this video. It should be real quick. Alright, so first thing, we'll hit the gold levy real fast. Ready? Alright, gold levy. Super simple. You click levy when you have gold and it's timed. Little trick at the beginning of the game when you first start a season, don't levy immediately, you guys. If the thing's still counting up and filling it up, don't levy immediately because you'll be able to increase your levy, okay? So when you're first starting, right, buildings are really fast, and when you increase your quarters, depending on your Rohirrim quarters or Elven quarters or any of the others, they'll increase your gold, right? So early in the game, for the first few hours when you have the buff and you're playing, upgrade these a few times, and then go and levy, okay? Don't levy immediately, because if you levy immediately, you're going to get like 100 gold, where you could have waited literally an hour, and for that same gold, you could have gotten like 2,000, right? So that's good to remember. Again, you can also use gems to double the levy. I rarely do this. I occasionally will if something, I need extra gold to finish something, or a fort or something. I might do that occasionally, but usually you don't have to. And again, quarters. That's how you increase this gold levy. Another trick I said in my ring power video, which you can go check out on the same playlist, is that you can go over here and you can increase this to full and get 30% bonus on your ring power for levies. Okay? Those are the ways you get gold with levies. Sweet. Now we got gold levy out of the way. Let's talk about the armory. What is the armory? Well, when you click on the armory, this is basically where you organize your troop formations and your leaders and what troops they're going to be using. Okay, so right here on the side you can see all your leaders. I really would like it. Maybe they will after. Maybe this video will be late, updated in the future. But maybe they'll add an organizer. But I'd really love it if they'd add an organizer to this side with a filter somehow to be like commanders with no armies, commanders with armies, commanders that are wounded, commanders out of stamina, that kind of thing, or commanders that that all that stuff, different kind of units. Okay, so again, let's just talk about an army. So we're going to pick a random army. We're going to pick Thorin Oakenshield here. Okay, so here's the things we have to think about. We click Outfit, which is this button right here to my right. All right, so we go ahead and click Outfit. There we go. So now that we have Outfit, we choose the units we want to give him. Now for Thorin Oakenshield, I think I'll give him some Guardians. So you just left click and hold, or you put your finger on it if you're on a phone. I'm using the computer right now, but just tap and pull over, right? Just pull it over and drop it on the field. Boom, boom, boom. You're going to have a combined group of 3 with any commander, all right, when you're setting up your army. So again, let's say I also want to give him some sappers. This is probably not the best setup. Add some bow knights, all right? So I'm going to give him some bow knights. All right, there we go. So now he can have up to 3 groups. If I try to drop a 4th, it will not let me. You can only have 3 types of a unit. There might be times you don't want to have 3 types of unit. 3 is not always... More is not always better, okay? So you'll have to learn over time with champions. I have guide videos on certain heroes. We will talk about that in future videos. We're talking about the army setup, okay? So you just take this little dragger and you can drag to fill how many you want of any certain thing. If you want, you can click the check mark. Let's say you just did that. And you can just click this button right here at the top, which means just top off all the unit groups that are already in there. Okay, so watch it happen like this. Boop. See how it just filled out the rest of the 30 out of 38, and it pretty much did all Guardians because that's all the ones I had available. Because again, you can see the blue line is how much I have available to fill in. So again, the Guardians, I had a lot of Guardians available, so it just filled in with Guardians, right? So that's basically what you're going to be doing for that. So not a bad setup, and then you go click check. And then you're set, and you're ready to send that army off into the field of battle. Let's say I want to take this one tile, and I march, and I find Thorin Oakenshield, and I march him into battle. Again, if you're wondering why it says negative 10%, it's because I have some evil units in there, and I do not have the ring buff that will reduce that right now. So I would not do this army. I would not use this army in battle at this time. I was showing you how to set up an army, right? Real simple. Again, if we go back into the army, we've already talked about this a little bit with heroes, but we're going to just talk about it a tiny bit here. What are these stats up here you're saying? Well, for one, this is where you share about your army. This little button right here. See this little button? So if I click that little button, I can actually choose a place and enter, and people can look at my build that's on my hero. See if I click on my hero's face, what he has. He has no gear right now, right? This is totally a explanation for you guys. And then this right here is how much siege power that his units are giving him. This is how much attack power, right? Him and his units are combined 30,000. He's only level 16, that's pretty good damage then for level 16. He can have 30 out of 38 right now, and his army is very slow. Now, it's because he has guardians. The hero does not matter with the speed unless they have like some kind of speed buff. Like Hirgun has a speed buff for army, but it doesn't matter. Watch what happens when I remove guardians. And these. See how his speed is normal now because he has horses, right? Now, if I was to now he's very slow as a hero, so you know what? It might matter with the hero. I take that back what I said. I'm just curious now. Let's find a hero that would probably be faster. Nope, they're all very slow. Okay, I was right the first time. But anyway, if you put eagles into one of these heroes, just eagles, they'd be very fast, right? And the army would reflect that. It would be so fast. Eagles are just really ridiculously fast. You ever see an army just flying across the map at a speed and you're like, what the heck? It's probably eagles, my friends. Okay, so now that you know that, so you know what all these numbers up here mean now and the little share button and stuff. So pretty much that's all there is to the armory, you guys. That's it. And I'm going to make that fast of a video, my friends, because I can't think of anything else to add to that, really. You already know how to do stuff. Again, you could also click this little flag up here in the top left, and that will bring up all your units here, right? And then if you click one of these to customize, like work on the hero, this is a good thing to know, it'll bring you into the armory, or the armor. Sorry, the army. It's just called the army, this button right here. So when you, again, it brought you to this button, right? Army, armory, army. I feel like they could have thought of a cooler name, but I guess the army works, right? It's your army. So that's good to know, right? So there you go. There you have it, my friends. The army. So now you know a little bit more about that. And I think we might talk about the main hall real fast, real quick, to finish the video off, okay? Because it's that simple. The main hall. When you click on the main hall, what does it tell you? All right, there's not much in the main hall. There's only a few things you have to know. It shows you, this is where you'd switch factions if you wanted to switch factions. You click right here and you could choose a new faction. Some will be full probably, right? But again, you probably don't want to do that unless your faction is getting destroyed and they asked you, hey guys, you want to join our faction, right? Same alignment, that kind of thing, right? Then you might do it like that. But again, it shows you the buff that Rohan gives march speed plus 3%, which is cool. That's our faction buff right here. And then what faction I'm in, right? And our little saying, for Aelingus, right? Fourth Aelingus. And then, of course, my name, your hosting guide, Rise to Voice of the Ring, or your name, and then whatever fellowship you're in, /guild. You know, that's how they say fellowship in Rise to War. And then right here, you have your ring power, right? Your ring power per hour. This is, again, you click on it, it'll show you where you get it, right? All the different stats where you get it from your own personal things versus springs that your fellowship has versus what your faction controls, what structures and points, like keeps. And then you have prestige. My prestige is very low. The season is early, and I have not fought as much as I would have liked. I've been very busy. So prestige is basically a flat reputation earned by battling armies of other factions. So other players. It's PvP, okay? They have yet to give any, like, big reward. Maybe they will season 3 for prestige. We'll see. Who knows? And then this is how many lands you have, right? And you click on it, it'll show you all your lands. Again, if you want to find that, you can also click on this button up here and this button to get to your lands on the left here, or your that, right? But again, main hall. And then you've got your basic stats of how much you can have in your hold and how much you're making per hour, right? So the main hall is just, that's about it. There's not too much here, right? And then also you can click this gear up here, you guys, to get into your account and change your bio of like what you know, what you say about yourself and your account and picture. Like you want to change your picture of your account, right? You click on it, you can click this right here and you can change whatever picture you want to use for your account face. I'm using Dane, of course, right? And then have a little information about my channel, right? I mean, my, like, joining my YouTube channel and what fellowships I've been in, right? And my name. Okay? Kind of cool, and it shows your rewards there of what you've earned in the past, victorious or whatever too. Cool. So there you go. Now you know. You know about the army, the gold levy, the main hall, and the little settings gear. Sweet. We're good. We did that in under 10 minutes. We're amazing. I hope that helped you guys out. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. I do a lot of other content besides Rise to War. It's all Lord of the Rings usually. I do stuff on Lotro as well, voiceovers. This is just kind of a fun guide video, and then I will also do fun Rise to War videos, as in I hope this was fun, but fun as in more entertaining than this. This was a guide kind of video. All right, my friends, you have a wonderful day in Middle Earth. Thank you to my Patreon, MrRevel, for your support. I appreciate it greatly. And my other Patreons, there's links in the descriptions, guys, to free things, as well as Patreon. If you want to support me, get our Discord through that, and all the wonderful things we have down there. Ha ha! We being me and Zollin Ironshield myself. All right, I do everything. All right, you guys have a wonderful day in Middle Earth, and I'll see you in the next episode of Voice of the Rings.